as I was perusing through the Facebook groups, there was a discussion in this one group about Tim Fox, and the
Mm-hmm.
discussion was about how we have Tim Fox as a black Batman, and he's fully masked, and you can't tell he's black. Do you agree with the right? Do you think that was a good visual move to have Tim Fox with a full mask, a closed mouth cowl, compared to the regular versions of Batman where he's an open mouth cowl? Because they did rectify this demand and other series. And if you buy Future State Justice League, Tim Fox is in a completely different outfit and he has the open mouth cowl. So they did rectify that due to certain online complaints. Do you think that was the right move, or you think they got the original the original idea right with this suit in his own series?
Well, I think. All right, fuck it, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Go
I
ahead, man.
think that by having the mouth covered, that at least implies that this man knows that he can get his head blown off at any given second.
Yeah.
At the minimum, it at least implies that he's smart enough to know that if there's a shoot to kill order on him, it doesn't make any sense to have your chin exposed to where you could potentially end up being shot and killed by one bullet. One round of ammunition could go through your chin and you're out of there. So
Right.
it at least in storyline makes sense why the mouth, chin, jaw region would be covered because you don't want to get shot in the jaw. I'm not too bothered by that. I don't take that as them trying to hide the fact that he's black or African American, whatever the proper term that people want to use for people who look like us. But if that was really the case, I mean, he exposed his abdomen in one of these issues to get a wound cauterized, right? And in that
Right.
moment, it's not like when that happened, Eric and his spouse were like, oh my God, he's black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like there was a moment where that ended up happening. Within the context of the four issues of this book that we ended up reading, it's not a secret that Tim Fox is not Bruce Wayne. They are aware that there was a Batman and then now there's another Batman. So honestly, I'm not bothered by that. I don't care if I can see the stubble from his beard through the mask. Like that doesn't really bother me too much. And if we're being honest, it still doesn't make sense that you see Batman's chin exposed when there's dudes out here that are actively trying to take him off of the face of the earth. But that's my opinion on that. I'm not
Yeah.
bothered by it.
Yeah, man. I completely honestly agree with you, man. Especially we got guys like Deathshot and Deathstroke, guys who are, you know what I'm saying, trained to be perfect marksmen and they can never take you out because you always miss, whatever. But I like the closed mouth cowl. I like the full mask because of all these iterations of Batman and all these other versions who took up the cape and cowl, they all had open mouth masks, man. They all had open mouth cowls. And I think having Tim Fox's fully masked, I know it's gonna sound weird, by having him fully masked, it gives him a distinctive look from the rest of these other versions of Batman. I mean, if you put his design up with other versions of the bat suit, his stands out because it's like, oh, who's this Batman that has fully masked? That's kind of badass looking. Everyone else, you can see their chin, you can see their mouth. Even Batman Beyond has some weird skin tight grabbing mask function where you see his tongue and you see his teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see his lips. Like even that's not fully masked, but Tim's is completely, there, that adds, I think, a little bit to the mystery and to the intrigue of the character, especially if you look at, Dick, when Dick took the cape and cowl, or when Commissioner Gordon took the cape and cowl, or whoever else took it. You know what I'm saying? It gives them a distinctive look, and let's be real, it's realistic, right? If you're going against policemen or security that have a shoot on sight policy, of course you would protect you would protect your jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or even in a fight, if you're fighting someone and you're getting your ass whooped, they can tell from your expressions you're tired. You know what I'm saying? Or you're panting. They can look at
Yep.
your breathing patterns from your mouth and say, "Okay, I'm gonna go in for the kill now because
Yep.
he's
I
on the
got him.
edge. I got him." Right? They could tell when you're wincing. You know, it's a psychological advantage that you don't want to have your opponent have. So a closed mouth mask makes all the sense in the fucking world. You know, it really does. Even to the point of his skin color, right? Like, to some people know that Bruce Wayne's the real Batman's dead. Some people don't. Some people think that he is still, I'm saying, the OG Batman. That gives him an advantage. That gives him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is now, with him being closed mouth, cow, it gives him a low key profile. You know what I'm saying? It gives him an advantage where if you know just a little bit more about him, you can get under his skin. You know what I'm saying? Here comes all the black jokes. You know what I'm saying? To rise him up a bit in a fight or to lure him out of cover. Or here comes all the media and the press saying this and this and that. He's got to turn on social media or turn on the news about this new black Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect move for a guy who just wants to low key go and get in, get shit done, and get out. So no, I definitely don't have a problem with the closed mouth Batman in his costume design. I think it actually makes him look more distinct, and I think having him open cowl, showing that he's black, really just makes him kind of drown out in all the other versions of Batman in the past. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like they're
Right.
hiding that he's black. It's not like, oh my god, I didn't know he was black. It's not. It's not like they're trying to lure customers into buying his book and you don't know he's black. All it takes is a
Right.
panel to with him without the mask, without wearing the mask, and it's like, oh, yep, he's black. Cool. It's not like they're hiding that shit. So,
Right.
I think I can understand where they're coming from because it's Batman. It's a big deal, and you want to show. Some people want, like, yeah, he's black, you should show his face, you should show he's a black Batman. It's like, look, we know he's black, and you see him without the cape, without the cowl on in the comic, and they're not trying to secretly lure buyers into buying his book pretending that he's white. So I think it wasn't a problem to begin with. And I understand from certain people's perspective why they would want it that way, but I think they got it right in the first design, and I'm not really feeling the second one with him with the open mouth. But it is what it is, man. He had a good look, for his initial conception.
And on top of that, bro, the lesson that I'm learning is that you can't win with the Facebook groups, man. Like
Nah, you can't.
there's no winning when it comes to the Facebook groups, dog. Like when it comes to the Facebook groups, there's a reason why. And I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm not taking pot shots at anybody, but this is a true statement right here. There's a reason why you join Facebook groups. There's a reason why other people join Facebook groups. People don't join Facebook groups because they disagree with the people who are already in them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll,
Yeah.
we'll, we'll just leave it at that because I'm not trying to, yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.